All right, what's up, YouTube? You know what it is. So the Lakers have defeated the Cavaliers today. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to LeBron James. Shout out to the whole team, everyone. Obviously, great win today, beating the Cavaliers. Watched the whole game. I mean, it was an up and down game to say the least. My goodness, what a roller coaster of a game of runs. But Lakers managed to get the win and pull it out. Obviously, the Cavs only scoring 97 points today. Very good defense by the Lakers. I do think though that the Cavs are just such a bad team. They play so sloppy. The Lakers played really sloppy too, but we were able to get the win. Remember to leave a like, guys. Remember to share. Subscribe, turn on notifications. So just leave a like on that video. Just leave a like right now. But yeah, great win for the Lakers. So let's talk about it. So let's talk a little bit about the stats of AD, which I think who is was the player of the game in my opinion. 22 points, 4 assists, 13 rebounds. He also let me actually check because I think he had about 6 or 7 blocks. He had 6 blocks, 3 steals. Right, 6 blocks, 3 steals. It was a +8 on the game. 7 of 11 from the field. So phenomenal performance by AD. Rui Hachimura only 7 points. 7 points, 1 block, 5 rebounds, 1 of 5 from 3, 3 of 9 from the field in 27 minutes. Not a great game from Rui Hachimura, but he was effective during the game. But yeah, AD even hit 1 3. I think that was a huge 3-pointer that AD had hit. That 3 kind of gave us a little bit of a cushion in the game. It was kind of a momentum 3, and he stepped into it and hit it. And they called timeout right after that. That was huge right there. Anthony Davis just had a phenomenal game. I think he was a player of the game today. LeBron James, another very good game. Obviously LeBron James is taking care of business as usual. 24 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds, right? 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 1 of 5 from 3. Didn't really shoot the ball well from 3 today. 10 of 18 from the field, but very good performance by LeBron. D'Angelo Russell, he was actually +21. He had 28 points, 1 block, but he did have 6 turnovers. I thought D'Angelo Russell, in crucial moments of the game, really allowed the Cavs back into the game by turning the ball over. I think between him and LeBron, they both share 11 turnovers combined. That was not good, and I think that was part of the reason why the Cavs were able to make that push and go on that run. We kept on turning the ball over. We shot the ball really well from the field, but the problem is that we turned the ball over way too much. We actually shot 56% as a team. We shot 43% from 3. So we shot the ball really well this game, but we just turned the ball over too much, and we just can't have that. So too many turnovers. Obviously, I thought D'Angelo Russell played a huge part in that, but he had a good game apart from the turnovers. 28 points. Did have 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. 6 of 12 from 3. 11 of 17 from the field. So he's been shooting the ball really well, D'Angelo Russell. We've really needed his shooting, but I think defensively and his turn of the ball, he's got to cut down on his turnovers, and he also got to play better defense. You can't play defense like that, man. You got to play better defense, but we still got the win. Austin Reeves, he's been in the slump. He's been struggling. I don't know what's going on with Austin Reeves, man. But 7 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 to 6 from the field. So all in all, not a great performance by Austin Reeves. Let's check out what the bench did. I know Torian Prince came off the bench and was huge. So he had 18 points off the bench, right? He one steal, one assist, 4 rebounds, 4 of 5 from three. I mean, he was knocking it down from everywhere. 7 of 9 from the field. Shout out to Torian Prince. He only played 21 minutes, by the way. So he had a phenomenal game coming off the bench. Nobody else really contributed off the bench though. Jackson Hayes had 4 points, 3 rebounds. Spencer Dinwiddie 6 points, 3 steals, 2 assists. And I think with Spencer Dinwiddie, man, I just don't know. Darvin Ham is not using them right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. He is not being used correctly. He's still used as a spot up 3-and-D guy. That's not his game, right? I mean, you have him in the corner as a spot up 3-and-D guy. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie, that's not his game. I mean, I've spoken about it, I've talked about it before. You know, Spencer needs the ball in his hand. And that is why I say you got to start Spencer Dinwiddie, man. If you want the best out of Spencer Dinwiddie, you have to start him because he's the type of guy you need to put the ball in his hand. He should be running point, in my opinion. You got to start Spencer Dinwiddie. Have D'Lo come off the bench, right? Start Spencer Dinwiddie. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I mean, I know you don't want to break D'Lo's confidence by him coming off the bench, but you're using Spencer Dinwiddie in a wrong position. You're using him as a 3-and-D, which he can knock down a 3 and he can kind of play 3-and-D, but that's not his role. That's not what he's known to do. He's known as a ball handler, distributor, a guy that's gonna run the show. Remember when D'Angelo Russell went out that game and he put on a show against who did we play? I think it was before we played Milwaukee, we played another team. And Spencer Dinwiddie was phenomenal in that game, right? He was a huge part of winning that game. I think he had 10 assists, right? You got to put the ball in his hands. You're playing him as a 3-and-D. That's not his game, and I see that again. And you know, obviously, he hasn't been great. You know, I mean, he's been able to kind of fill the role of a 3-and-D, but he hasn't been great in that role because that's really not his role. That's really not what he does. Right, but he's been asked to play a role that he's not used to playing. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. Yeah, but the Lakers, man. So obviously we got the win. What it wasn't. I mean, the Cavs are a struggling team, as I said earlier in my preview. So I did expect us to get this win. I did think it was a bit ugly though, just way too many turnovers. I think a better team would take advantage of that. The Cavs just was worse. I mean, the Cavs had more turnovers than we had. We had 18 turnovers, they had 19. So that was a difference in the game, really. I mean, we turned the ball over, we played sloppy, but they were even more sloppy, right? So obviously, you know, that helped us. You know, and we were able to secure the win. But better teams, they do take advantage of that, and they're not going to turn the ball over as much as the Cavs did. And you know, I just feel like Darvin Ham's, you know, the way his decision making, you know, him calling timeouts. Darvin Ham, he waits for the team to get too much in the rhythm before he calls timeout. Like as soon as the team goes on a 6-0 run, you gotta call a timeout right away. You can't wait for the team to go on an 11-0 run, which is what he did today, before you call a timeout. Like it's just too much. As soon as they go on a 6-0 run, you call a timeout, stop the momentum. Darvin Ham, his rotations are still sus. You know, lineups are still sus in my opinion. His decision making, scheming, just you know, overall, I just don't know, man. But I think tomorrow is going to be a good test for us to see where we're at. Obviously, we're playing Minnesota. They're currently second in the West. That is going to be a team that's going to really gauge where we're at, because that's probably the team we're going to face in the first round, right? Depending on how everything shakes out. So let me know what you guys think, and have a great day. Pacey Lake Show signing out. Remember to subscribe to my channel, turn on notification, leave a like on this video, share this video. Have a great day. Pacey Lake Show signing out. Peace.